In Austin, I'm Quita Culpepper. On Thursday, we learned a Travis County grand jury has indicted 2 former managers of a local elder care facility over the death of a resident during the 2021 winter storm. The Travis County DA's office accuses Harvest Renaissance Austin and its former employees of leaving a 73-year-old woman in an unheated room with the windows open during the winter storm. That woman died of hypothermia. A 15-year-old is facing felony charges for bringing a gun to Hays High School. Officials with the Hays County Sheriff's Office say on Thursday morning a student reported hearing a sophomore talk about having a gun on campus. Within minutes, a school resource officer detained the suspect and found a gun with a defaced serial number. No one was hurt. The suspect is now at the Hays County Juvenile Detention Center. He faces a total of 4 charges, including unlawfully carrying a weapon. His name is not being released due to his age. A City of Austin program aimed at helping people get out-of-state abortions is coming to an end. A new state law recently went into effect banning the use of any money from government entities to support abortion-related care. KVUE's Kelsey Sanchez breaks down the city's response.
Texas cities can no longer help people take flight to get an abortion in another state.
I'm very disappointed. Our state leaders continue to refuse to ensure that Austinites have access to basic healthcare services.
A new state law cut the cord on Texas cities' money being used to support planning, travel, and logistical support for abortions. Last year, Austin leaders signed off on a contract granting $100,000 to 2 organizations, Jane's Due Process and Fund Texas Choice, covering costs for travel and treatment. Executive Director for Jane's Due Process, Lucy Advayo, said the cash coming in helped a great deal.
The reality is, in a political environment when abortion bans are only increasing, anti-abortion extremists in the state are only adding barriers in the way of people that need access to abortion care.
The money was distributed through a reimbursement model. And between the 2 organizations, they spent $66,000 to help 29 people get out-of-state abortions since January.
We did the work that was necessary to ensure that we were able to reaffirm our ability to help Texans travel out of state for care, because that is the only mechanism by which we're able to provide that support since the fall of Roe.
But with Senate Bill 33 now in effect, Austin's program has to end. Back in April, Senator Donna Campbell, who authored the legislation, debated the language of the bill.
I think it's easy to put it in the bill, just like it is. It says it's illegal. You can't do it.
In total, the city of Austin had allocated $400,000 to help with out-of-state reproductive care. Mayor Pro Tem Vanessa Fuentes said the city now needs to figure out what to do with the rest of the money.
What we do moving forward is to be determined. We are having to navigate a really difficult and challenging landscape.
As for Advayo, she said law or no law, her organization will keep supporting those who need out-of-state abortion treatment.
And we aren't going anywhere, so absolutely encourage folks to support their local abortion funds and reach out if you need that support.
In Austin, Kelsey Sanchez, KVUE News.
Lawmakers have left the state capitol after wrapping up the second special session this week. And they left town without addressing the one issue that led to a special session in the first place: hemp products containing THC. That's the chemical in marijuana that makes someone feel high. So as it stands for now, consumable hemp-derived products will remain legal in Texas. Research director for the Texas Politics Project, Joshua Blank, says it's not likely Governor Greg Abbott will call state lawmakers back for another special session on hemp. Blank says since Governor Abbott is up for re-election in 2026, he'll want to steer clear of the issue because it's not a popular one with voters. Polling from the Texas Politics Project at the University of Texas this summer showed 53% of Texans oppose a ban on hemp-derived cannabis products.
Further criminalizing access to THC and THC-adjacent products is really not something that many voters are asking for. And so this really was, in a lot of senses, a political loser that died the death that political losers usually do, which is they don't make it out of committees.
But hemp industry leaders don't believe this fight is over. While they're celebrating this victory, they're also expressing disappointment that lawmakers didn't take steps to crack down on shops selling products that exceed legal THC levels. Industry leaders are pushing for age restrictions, packaging, and labeling requirements. It's an effort that will likely continue in the 90th legislative session in 2027. Kyle police have arrested 3 suspects allegedly tied to mail theft. Officers found stolen mail and fraudulent credit cards during a recent traffic stop. This included 8 credit cards with different names, a crowbar, and a duffel bag full of mail from 37 different addresses. All 3 suspects were charged with engaging in organized criminal activity and theft of mail. The city of Austin is rolling out a new city logo, and leaders are calling it their first ever brand. In an announcement on Thursday, city leaders said they want to create a consistent identity that people can easily recognize, but it also costs taxpayers a pretty penny to make. KVUE's Jessica Cha spoke with Austinites about whether the new logo is worth it.
I'm KVUE's Jessica Cha at Lady Bird Lake, and today we're asking Austinites what they think about the new city logo. Let's go. What do you think?
Well, I like the colors. It's clean and it's simple.
First impressions from people were generally pretty positive.
I think it's beautiful. I love blue and I love green.
Until we told them how much it costs to make.
Well, what if I told you that it costs $700,000 of taxpayer money?
That's ridiculous.
Oh my Lord, that's insane. Yeah.
The logo actually cost a few $100,000 more than that, according to City Communications Director Jessica King. It was $564,000 for the contract with 2 design firms for outreach research and testing, around $200,000 for the logo itself.
But overall, when you look at all the things that we're putting together, about $1.1 million.
City Manager T.C. Brodnack says this is all in an effort to have a unified identity that people can recognize.
Currently, we have over 300 logos representing various departments, services, and programs. That leads to confusion for the public.
But some Austinites don't think it should have cost that much.
My kid who's in college could have designed this.
Or it's too simple.
I don't think that represents like the entirety of Austin.
Or it's just not the right time for a new brand.
It seems excessive given there's a massive budget gap for 2026.
According to city documents, the vote to create a new logo was approved back in September of 2023, and it got 17 bids. But the people have spoken. In Austin, Jessica Cha, KVUE News.
Those are the headlines happening in Austin. I'm Quita Culpepper.